And we are live here today with the All-American Stock Car Championship. We're at Sebring. You see a thumbnail there showing us off at Laguna Seca. That is the last road course we did. That was over in November. Today, we are back to... Oh, my screen froze. That's certainly not good. Let me, I'm gonna use Task Manager to close. Oh wait, no, we're back. Okay. So we have. Do we stop honking for like 5 seconds, please? Okay. It's not funny anymore. So the All-American Stock Car Championship, as you know, does a little bit of road course racing. There's going to be a lot this year. It's going to be the same exact qualifying format we've been seeing since Thursday. We're going to go right green here, but first let's turn the light to yellow. Do not go yet. Remember, it is automatic green. We will have 6 laps of racing today, which might sound short, but when you remember the lap times, that's completely fair. Watch the light. Green flag. You guys can go. You guys can go. There's no reason to hold back. Remember, we do pack lead rules as well. So whoever is leading qualifying determines when it ends. There might be 2 to 3 laps to work with here, depending on how fast you guys go. I think we might have just enough time to squeeze in 3 laps. 5 minutes now starting. And if there's anyone that needs to be teleported, please let me know. But anyways, let's see what's going on with the action on track. Current pack leader here is Mr. Monaco, not far behind T7 Jake. And of course, with qualifying this short, of course, my best advice for you guys is it's better to get a lap in than to not get one in. So even if it's not a very fast lap, you might still start ahead of a couple people. Again, there's only about 2 to 3 laps. So, anyways, out of the hotel hairpin, got our first sector times. Fastest so far on track is Dabcat at 40.617, but Mr. Monaco just behind them. Proto and Caden, unfortunately, this lap will have to deal with what comes after, as they both have about sector 1s. Proto's going to run a wide. I also want to mention Proto is yesterday's race winner. Won the Rotsmod feature. And he is still a very fast driver, so we'll see what he cooks up today. As you could also tell, I sound a little bit tired, but that's because I woke up literally 10 minutes before this. Incredible, isn't it? I still only had like 4 hours of sleep, so. Anyways, 3 minutes on the clock, and you can see a pack developing for the second place spot. Dabcat at the front of a T7 Jake in second in this battle for second. Proto right there behind Jake, and actually must have been shifting right because he's closing a little bit of the gap here into the final corner. Meanwhile, we get to see what the first laps look like. Mr. Monaco, without a valid lap time, they cross the start-finish line to mark a 2:17. Purple sector 3 so far. They are the first one. Jake sets a valid lap, a 2:22. And again, it just shows that setting a valid lap is very important. I think there is enough time for another lap after this one, but again, just quite barely. And Shark, with a 2:31, will actually manage to start us off. You keep on going, man. Keep on going. You got 2 more laps, unless you're done. I don't know what his intentions are, but we'll let him be. Mr. Monaco making their way through the hotel hairpin. They got a purple sector 1, 39.475. That is the first Sector 1 time that we've seen below 40 seconds. So good job on Mr. Monaco for stringing that together. He could be on a heater. Side by side here for position. Dabcat, 1T, and Proto. This will show the battling today. As we make our way down into Sector 3, Mr. Monaco on his own track. I think that for the most part, I'm pretty sure he's pretty much good today. I don't think there's going to be anything to worry about for him.
Mr. Monaco has a purple sector too, I believe.
It does not have a purple Sector 2. Sector 1 purple, though. You can check the times by pressing Z for Zebra. Yep. Still a very fast Sector 2. And if he gets string together without any more cuts, he will actually most likely take the top time. We are down to the last 30 seconds, however. As it runs, I'm pretty sure Mr. Monaco is going to go for another lap, so this time by the white flag out. Once you guys cross the line, the white flag is coming out, and you will have one more to go. So, keep on going, guys. And that being said, Mr. Monaco unfortunately did not string one here. He has one more shot. Can he do it? The Abcat with a 229. He's going to put himself second on the board. Once again, Proto and Caden have yet to have had a valid lap time. Again, as I've said, very important just to get one in. And Shark is back out on track. Again, so far set to start in third. We'll see if that changes any. You'll be heading towards the white flag lap. So you got one more after this. Meanwhile, Mr. Monaco leaving the hotel hairpin. And it looks like Proto has stringed together a very fast Sector 1, a 39.723. Not quite the one we saw from Mr. Monaco, but it's right up in there. It's faster than Mr. Monaco on this time, so he could be en route for a pole. I think if Mr. Monaco could string together a better Sector 2 or 3, he could also do that too. So we'll see what these guys get cooking here.
Looks like Mr. Monaco's lap was not valid as well, or his last one.
Yeah, he's got one last shot here. We are in the white flag. He's got a purple Sector 2. Ooh. Okay, so he's cooking up something here.
He's on a heater.
Now down into the back straight he goes. There's only a little bit more here for Mr. Monaco. 1T and Proto is a little bit slower in that Sector 2. Not a bad one, but if he gets stringed together, might be able to do pretty well here. However, the one that I'm watching right now, Mr. Monaco, purple Sector 2. Not a bad Sector 1. Out of the final corner. And the checkered flag coming out for Mr. Monaco.
So it's a quick time.
Board, 217.078. Once you guys cross the line, your qualifying is done. Second down. I think Jake now crossed the line. He does improve, but not enough. Once again, Proto going to take over second place with a 218.082, an entire second behind your pole today. The Abcat also crossing a little bit quicker. So we have two more cars, I believe, on track. We got Caden Larson stringing together to the back straight. And I think he might have gone invalid there. So, alright. Let's head to the main pits, I guess. I know we were in the secondary pits, but the broad spots, but I think we might as well. See a bunch of guys are lining up there, so at that point we might as well. Sharks does have a faster lap potentially here cooking up. I don't think it's any threat for a pole, but it is potentially an improvement here. Caden, you are done. Now the last car here is Sharks in the 27 car. The other 27, the Peacock 27 is what I'm going to call it. And unfortunately, that lap was not an improvement. If we could line up in order, please. We're going to give ourselves an extra 5 minutes, but we might use that time to do like an anthem or something. So, once you guys are configured and lined up, can you please hop out of your cars and turn them off? Proto, you're second. Caden, use your brain. Ah. So in this little 5-minute intermission, does our pole sitter want an interview? All right. Well, it's good to see you back. It's been a bit of a while, I think, Mr. Monaco. Let's get a word out though. So looking pretty good today with a 217, qualified an entire second ahead of the competition. Now, that being said, it was very fast qualifying here, but nonetheless managed to string it all together on that last lap. How do you think it was today, coming up to the race?
To be honest, could have gone faster, but I'm not disappointed.
Fair enough. It's been a while since we've been on Sebring. Were you here for the British touring car race that Shuffle was running last year?
I believe I was, and I would not like to speak about that race.
Okay. So a track that you have been on before. However, what are your expectations coming into today's race?
Victory.
Victory. All right. I've got a lot of confidence here out of the 7 car, representing Lobotomy Racing. Very interesting looking car. Not gonna lie. Really not sure where to draw in from there, but I wish you the best of luck in today's race. Is there anything on your mind about this track as we come into it?
One of the best American tracks.
One of the best American tracks by far. That is a quote by Mr. Monaco, the R8 Club, right here. And we wish you the best of luck in today's race. Is there anything else you want to say?
That's all.
All right, thank you. Does anybody up here want an interview? We'll probably do it by position. Any of you guys? Oh, nobody else is saying anything, so... sure, if you want. Let me unmute him. Alright, fire. How about it?
Alright, we're down here at the pits with the, I believe the 46 car.
Caden Larson.
Now you are in the rear of the field. Do you think you can improve, in the 6 laps coming up?
Maybe. Not really sure, because I've been losing every race at Sebring so far. But I have confidence today.
Well, confidence is key here at Sebring. Now, you do have we got a stacked field of Fox bodies tonight. Who do you think you can surpass in these 6 laps?
Actually, I feel like that's the only person.
Oh, Sharks?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll see where that goes, if they stick around or not.
I believe that, because right now he's crooked, and you know somebody's gonna suck when they're crooked.
Fair enough. Got about 30 seconds here, so we're gonna try to wrap this interview up as soon as I can. But is there anything you want to say coming into this race? All right. I'm gonna turn the engine off again. We're not doing. We're gonna be doing the national anthem in just a bit. So. I think it'd be okay if, or would it be okay if I refer to your car as the Peacock 27 and Jake is like the Ford Racing School 27? That'd be fine, guys. I feel like just with the amount of vibrant gradient colors here is just only legally required. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do the national anthem in just a moment. The flag is like over there, very tiny, but if you look over and scroll out, you'll see it. So, if y'all can face the flag, we'll be playing the national anthem in just a short minute. All right. Oh, this is also supposed to be this guy, Dave Austin. Driver, start your engines. Once you are ready, please head to your cars. This is going to be a 6-lap race with 1 pace lap. Corner cut limit for today is going to be 15 until there is a 5-second time penalty. That is quite lenient, actually, and that's kind of the point. That is more than 2 cuts per lap, actually. So, yeah. Again, this is your last call. If you're not ready, or if you have to go AFK for a second, this is your last call. We're going to do a CD, and then you're going to go, the car ahead of you goes to a yellow flag. Yellow flag's out. Please don't pass car ahead of you, go when they go ahead of you. We are going to clear out all of the extra cars in the pits for the sake of lag. So that should help a little bit, folks. Shark, if you could try to move up a bit. We only have 1 pace lap here. We have your co-commentator, that is Freak Bob, our Fireboy.
Indeed.
We might have a pretty big rivalry on the Tage chassis track, but today I hope everything is well with you. Genuinely.
Yes, same with you.
Fair enough, fair enough. So we have a fantastic Thoughts Body race developing here. We got, I believe, 6 entries, which is not a bad field for what there is. course, from the back to the front, as we head over to the Hotel Hairpin, in the 46 car, formerly driven by Neptune, that is Caden Larson. Caden, if you could back it off a little bit, you are in the back of the field. Thank you. Up ahead in the Peacock 27, we're going to call it that because of its vibrant colors, we got Shark Arlit Fario. Otherwise, we're just going to call him Shark today. Ahead of that, Dabcat, a very strong performer with only a little bit of experience in the iRacing 7 car. He's going to start us off in 4th place. Up in the Ford Performance Racing School, the other 27, driven today by G7 Jake. He is also your track owner, so we have a lot of great respect to him for making sure that this event can happen. Up ahead is the 12R being driven by 1TM Proto. That is usually my car, however, I'll let him drive it today, and it'll be nice to see my car out on the racetrack. Nah, that's cool. And then that being said, your pole sitter in the number 7 Lobotomy Racing car, it is the RA Club, Mr. Monaco. And I want to remind you guys can cut this turn, but not the one with cones. I'm going to also reset all of your cuts. Remember, no passing until you cross the start-finish line once we've gone green. So once we reach the back straight, we are going to fix all the cuts. Let's get into position.
A stacked field of Fox Ice tonight, or this morning. Robo, do you have a pick on who will win tonight? This morning, oh my god.
Well, yesterday's Rotsman winner here, taking over my car today. Once again, Proto is a pretty heavy hitter. G7 Jake might want to have a home race win. Of course, this is his track, so he might have a little bit of that home front advantage. However, nobody can deny how absolutely dominant Mr. Monaco has been today. So let's see what he can do in the race. Out of the final corner, here we go. Intensity building up in the air as the lights are green on the racetrack. And we go blasting off a little bit early here into turn 1. Down the front stretch we go, and across the start-finish line. Looks like a clean start. No jumps to call. I am going to try to get a thumbnail here.
Going into the first corner, Mr. Monaco taking it nice and easy. Following behind him is the 12R Proto. Going to try to catch up within 6 laps, which is a very short lap count, but these lap times will make up for it, as this race will probably be around 8-10 minutes long. Proto already starting to pull away from T7 Jake, it looks like, in the 27 Ford Performance car.
And it looks like in the back of the field for the 5th place spot, Caden Larson actually making a move here on Shark in the Peacock car. Meanwhile, Dabcat and Jake going at it. And also look at the lead. Once again, Proto and Mr. Monaco closing down to about a car length here at points. It does look like Mr. Monaco is a little bit slower into the corner. Proto carrying some speed right behind him. Ay. Side by side for the lead.
They go onto the back straightaway there, still side by side. The 7, the 12R, battling all. Battling all the first lap. Pearson will be going into the second lap on the back, close to the back straightaway now.
Proto does the cut as they make their way through the S's to head to the back straight on Sector 3. Mr. Monaco with a better looking run through it. How about now through the back straight?
Looks like we got a battle for third as well.
Let's see what's going on here between T7 Jake and Dabcat. We saw them switch over positions a couple times already. I want to remind you guys the cut limit today is 15 cuts. Once you get to that point, you'll get a 5-second time penalty added to your race in post. If you get 30 cuts, you'll get another 5-second penalty slapped on top of the one that you got. And then if you get, for some reason, 45 in this short-ass race, you're out. I don't think anyone's going to do that. And you'll probably be parked before that point. We'll see.
Leaders are putting a 5-second gap on third, and that is T7 Jake. We got a battle for the lead still. Mr. Monaco and Peroto. Heavy hitters today for the Sebring Fox Body race.
It looks
Monaco
like
putting a bit of a gap on Peroto as well.
it's I think the same could be said for T7 Jake in the Ford Performance Racing School 27 car. He's built up a little bit here between himself and Dabcat. Just seems like he's starting to lock in a little bit more. Oh, look at this. Proto significantly behind. Something happened there. I think he might have nearly spun out. Maybe into the hotel hairpin, because here's Jake right behind him. If he could lock in, he might be able to snag that spot back. Well,
Dabcat starting to catch up to Jake. Oh, he spins the wheel just a little bit. Got it very loose off the corner exit there. Now T7 Jake is starting to put a gap on Dabcat, and now he's trying to catch up to that 12R of Proto. Here soon we'll be going on to the back straightaway. And these S's are really key in this race, especially this late into the racetrack. It's just a key moment here. See what T7J can do on Proto. Really clean S's there, going on to the back straightaway.
Proto is the guy that won the Rotsmod race yesterday. And that wasn't easy for him, but he still managed to pretty much dominate the whole show. Had a couple of moments where the guys behind him on the restarts were really showing them a good fight, but he held up together pretty well. On this time by, we are 2 out of 6 laps, so we're not quite halfway done, but we're closing in pretty quickly here. I actually found out last night that there's less laps in this race than there are segments of the SLC schedule. I guess in a way you could divide the schedule into 7 parts. I think very fittingly so. Our leader's number is also 7. That's Mr. Monaco. He's got it. That's
Speaking
really
of
good
Mr. Monaco, he has put a 7-second gap on second place. That's just a huge gap between them. We'll start to spread out here in the SLC Sebring Fox Body Grand Prix. Almost halfway to go. Second place has put a 3-second gap on third place, and that's T7 Jake and Proto. T7 Jake trying to make his way up. He's gotten some good sectors so far. He has Proto in his sight. And Proto is trying to get Mr. Monaco in his sight, but Mr. Monaco keeps running away with it. Mr. Monaco is locked in.
So these cars, as you can see, get loose very easily. That's kind of how we like them to drive. They got a real stock car feel. They're not really like heavy stock cars though. They got kind of like almost like I want to say like a street stock kind of feel to them. Very nimble. So, but kind of got to will them. They rely a lot more on mechanical grip than downforce, unlike the Rots mods.
You usually don't see these cars driving on a road course, but seeing these cars on a road course is really relaxing to see. As, like you said, it's like a street stock, but on a road course. It's very nice.
Now, the next time we do oval racing of these will be in a few weeks at Franklin County. Of course, we got another one planned next week at Daytona, so that'll be pretty cool to see. And then,
Got a stacked schedule here.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the races we race this year, as far as American racetracks go, I mean, we got Daytona, Laguna Seca. These scenes will be featured on the Tier 1 Grand Prix as well as the Hoosier Grand Prix, 2 temporary courses that both will make some fun racing. So, there's also Road America that's planned on the schedule later on. So we got all the big American tracks pretty much took down here. in the planning. So, a lot more road course racing compared to last year, but there's also a lot more racing in general. So, we'll see where that goes. And Proto does a nice drift through the hotel hairpin. So, but he's really kind of off in his own race. I think the field about spread out by now. And I think as long as nobody here makes any major mistakes, that should be good for how the race goes. It depends if anyone's internet goes out on them, but Proto's going to make a... I wouldn't really say that was intentional, but that was a big cut there. I'd say watch yourself, Proto. Kind of like
I
he
believe-
oversent it.
I believe coming into these next few laps, we might see a lap car, and that's going to be Caden Larson. Now, if he keeps up this pace, I believe he will be getting lapped here
Well, it looked
soon.
Well, it looked like he was spinning out earlier. He was complaining in the chat. To quote, I spun OMGGGGGG and so forth. Yeah. He's got,
Caden, you need to walk in instead of chatting.
yeah, he's got a good bit to go.
Oh, he spins it.
Not too badly. Alright, so that being said, 2 to go now for your race leader, Mr. Monaco. So far, as far as cuts go, driver at risk 1TM Proto. There might be a possibility, I think it's not too close between you and Jake, but there's a slight possibility if you do get that penalty that could be the end of your run. Let's see. You're still safe. Second is still safe. For now.
Now, is it 15 quarter cuts as a 5-second penalty?
Yep.
Oh, he is really close to that.
Yep. We got
Right,
2 more laps though, so if he does run clean laps here, he should be good to go. I'll probably have to stay in that second place spot for the rest of the race, but not a bad points finish if that does end up being the case. I'm
He
just
drifted through the hotel hairpin right there. Very clean drift in the 12R.
yeah, it's fun to watch
Jake
these
isn't that
cars
far
take
back.
it. Yeah, Jake is in the Ford Performance Racing School machine. Minus the car right there in third, just behind him. Honestly, it's really fun just to see these cars take the hairpin. They slow down a lot, and they like to get really sideways from it. There's really not a lot of setup changes I've done from the ovals with these cars. The only difference is just like the geariness, more consistent. So, if that says anything. Didn't feel like I needed to change anything. They felt pretty good. So,
It do look like they feel pretty good.
and Mr.
On the back
Monaco
straightaway.
here making his way down the back straight. Only one return, and we'll be seeing one more lap to go. Again, a very short race today. However, I think it's about right that it was 6 laps. I think that was the right call. We used to do 10 laps. We did so last year, but it ended up being longer than the Rotsmont race. So, yeah.
White flag is out for Mr. Monaco. He walks this one in the back. He had a tough qualifying session in the first few laps, and then he was able to lock
There's
in. Oh.
Okay, and this is your final lap now?
Caden looks like he's going to park it.
Okay. We're on the final laps. There's no caution to call anyways. It's fine. Mr. Monaco making his way down into the hotel hairpin. It is genuinely his race to lose. He's held a completely clinical, dominant race today. I mean, he put up the clinic, and he's charging them the American healthcare system prices out here today at Sebring. No quivering. No insurance. He's just got this whole thing in the bag. He's going to make his way now into the last sector, past the warehouse. Just a little bit more for him to go. And 2 more cuts here for 1 Team Proto, and you actually do look a little bit closer with Jake, so a little bit of a forewarning. Mr. Monaco now making his way through the S's into the back straight. I believe his last win was at Augusta about half the season ago from this point. So here he goes now down the back straight. Also most likely going to take home the quick time. We'll be seeing though if anyone else is pushing a little bit extra. Now making his way through the final corner. A complete show of domination here by the 7 Lobotomy Racing Machine. Your race winner today, Mr. Monaco, the RA Club, wins it at Sebring. Congratulations there. A fantastic job stringing together. Let's see the rest of the field make their way through. Out through the final turn. 1 Team Proto is clean. He will cross in second. T7 Jake now nets down the line. He's going to finish on the podium at the track he owns. It's got to be a great feeling. And he's going to turn around backwards, spins, does the 360, and he will finish in style. Up, nets down the line, making the way out of the final turn. For fourth place is 7 iRacing Machine. It's going to be Dabcat. Also doing another, I don't know how many rotations that was. Didn't make a full 360 at the end of it, though. As there is one more car there out on the track. They're making their way through Sector 3, through the S's now. Their first route spot race into Peacock 27. Now making their way down the back straight. Just got to make it to the line, and they will place in the 5th place spot. And they absolutely money shifted. Oh, God. They have one more straight to go here for Sharks. Down the front straight. And he will take home a top 5. He's going to go cruising. Does a nice little burnout. And he has nothing at stake. Just make sure you do cross the line. A little bit of a donut beforehand. These are like the Stadium Super Trucks of the SLC series, I swear to God. Alright. Well, that will string up our competition. If we could have our race winner, Mr. Monaco, to the start-finish line, we will bring out your Easter egg trophy for you. Don't ask about what it looks like.
I'm scared to see how the trophy looks.
So, if you guys want to stick around, we will be interviewing everyone that does stay. I guess we could do this. Alright. Give it out to your race winner here. Do you want to do the national anthem of Italy before we do anything?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, that trophy looks, it's a new trophy.
This works. Holy shit. All right, we'll give it out to your race winner today, Mr. Monaco. A victory at Sebring, a complete clinic. And I want to hear what got you to victory lane here today at Sebring. And how's the race for you?
Well, it was nothing special. I just, I do my usual thing. I just drive, and that's it.
Fair enough. I guess a bit of a turnaround from the last event that you do not want to mention here for you. Uh, how was the track like today?
Very good. Sebring never disappoints. Sebring.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. So it looks like you had a fun time here. A good, dominant race. Won by 12 seconds, I believe, which says pretty much everything about how fast you were today. You also get to take home quick time, and I'm pretty sure pole as well. So a complete sweep of the feature. So let's see where it goes from here.
Does he get the trophy?
Yes, he does. Get your mind out of the gutter. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter right now.
Everybody in chat saying it, bro. I can't.
Here, let me give you your trophy right now, Mr. Monaco. Enjoy it. And congratulations on sweeping the feature. Is there anything else you want to say?
Honestly, I proved myself wrong. That a 15 was possible. A 14 is possible. So, and I'm coming for shuffle in the micro race.
Coming for shuffle in the micro race. That is a threat to the GMG 15 driver. So let's see where it goes from there. Thank you for turning out today, Mr. Monaco. Congratulations on winning another one. Enjoy once again, the Easter themed trophy. I'm looking at you. Let's get a word out from second place driver, once again Proto, who did actually win yesterday's Rot Spot race. Let me get you. I will leave you both to VC or chat, whichever you prefer, but I'll meet you here. Looked like a pretty consistent race, a little bit of a slip up there. At one point, I think that was like lap 3. But still a P2, managed to stay ahead of the other competition. What do you think happened for you today? Is he speaking?
I can't beat him.
I don't know if there's anything he's trying to say right now, so we're gonna move on to T7 Jake, a podium at the track you own. Again, it's gotta be a nice feeling here. Jake here, finishing P3. What do you guys say about today's race? He's not here in the server. He's not in the game, so. Kind of sound like a schizo. Alright, so it seems like Proto and Jake have yet to speak. So, let's get a word out from the fourth place guy, Dabcat here, who had a good shot there at the podium with Jake, a good battle going on. What went on today's race for you, Dabcat?
Uh, Nothing all too crazy. First lap was probably my most favorite lap because, I was actually getting to, race somebody, and then after a good little bit, it kind of just became a you're on your own race, and you didn't really see anyone else for the rest of the race, which was kind of sad, but, that's kind of how the pacing was, and also just how fast everybody else was. So, I would say it's a good race. I mean, P4 is definitely not a bad spot by any means, considering when you got three guys that have been around for a lot longer than I have in the series. I think it's a good place to qual and finish. So,
That's fair enough. How was Sebring for you today? I believe this is your first time out here in the SLC version of it. And
so far the SLC version it feels a little loose, but that's kind of to be expected with road course and as we were talking about earlier. Um, but other than that, I really enjoy how the tune is. It was a little difficult to get used to. I definitely felt like I could have been faster, but other than that, uh, the qualifying was definitely a little challenging as well, trying to get the car to, not try and kill me and everything like that. So, but yeah, so far enjoying the SLC Fox bodies just as much as just about as anyone else. It's so awesome. Here that I see.
all right. So thank you for turning out today, and it looks like you did have a bit of a blast. Hopefully, we see more of this coming next week at Daytona. Actually, the next couple of races are going to be real courses with these. And then it's going to be a lot of ovals once again. But yeah. So, that being said, is that all you want to say? I presume such. So, thank you, Dabcat. Proto, are you back? It's going to be unmuted. You're speaking, I can't hear you. Okay. Nothing for Jake, nothing for Dabcat. How about Shark here? We'll unmute you, but we could also leave you to use the chat if you'd so prefer. Out here in the Peacock, 27 car, made your first debut Fox Body race. How's the track like for you today?
I mean, it was alright. Mostly just learning.
Fair enough. Of course, a big part of the Foxes now this year is going to be a good chunk of road course racing. Of course, the only tracks that we're going to be doing these will be the American tracks. So, I'd say probably like 5 more road courses, roughly. So a bit of a factor. Hopefully, you had it locked in or figured out today. If not, of course, there's a lot of races coming up in the future. Uh, Still top 5, not too bad. And it seems like you weren't that far off of pace, anyways. Of course, these road courses do tend to wind down quite a bit. So, for that being what it's worth, uh, thank you for turning out. Is there anything you want to say about what happened today, how the car felt, anything of that nature?
But yeah, just a lot of figuring out where I want the clutch to be on my controller. Kind of hard to guess, shift. This is a whole lot of button pressing, but I figured it out. I found something that's comfortable. Hopefully, that'll help me in the future.
All right. Well, that's pretty good to hear. Hopefully, you can figure it out. If not, well, I hope you just at least enjoy the cars. Whatever happens, happens. It seems like you do have the ability to kind of figure things out at this point. Not a bad first race by any means. Um, so, of course, outpacing Caden Larson throughout the race. I believe that as the races come through, you will start to get a little bit better. So, thank you for turning out today. Hopefully, we can figure out the car a little bit better. And what's up, Mr. Monaco? Please, new GG3. Is that all you want to see? Ask Jake about that. He's the guy that can insert stuff. I can't insert, or unless it's a model that he has. If you can send me my model, or if you can send that model, it's his game. It is literally his game. Oh. All right, I'll see you later, Shark. Good luck. If you don't do them in these, we'll do them in the micros if you show up to that. Thank you for turning out today. I think that is everyone here for interviews. So, again, thank you to the guys that showed up. I'm sorry for kind of being late on notice, but it seems like with the timestamps, it didn't matter anyways. So, thank you guys for partaking in today's race. It's Carfield, not too bad for the Fox bodies. So, next race we have in this weekend, we're going to be doing the Formula Micros at 12 p.m. U.S. Pacific Standard Time for a 12-lap feature. That's double the race distance of this. And then we'll be doing a 40-lap feature with the Super Indies to close off the weekend at 2 tomorrow. Jake is looking forward to potentially do a stock I4 race tonight. So if you guys want to stay up for that, do show up. I guess if there's enough people, we'll consider it a points race. Just late notice. And we'll be bringing back the
You
road
have my
course stock
complete
I4s.
unjust attention.
Yeah. We'll probably be using the setups from Sagas.
But no problem.
Maybe a little bit tighter, but something like that. So, it was a good setup at Sagas from what I remember. That was like the newest asphalt setup, and then yeah, so might rework the gearing a bit. So I'm gonna make Jake put all the new car liveries on probably. So that being said, that will wrap it up for today. I don't know when Jake's going to intend to run the stock I4 race. It's gonna take us a little bit of time to set it up though. So thank you guys for
I
partaking.
hope it's soon because it's 8 p.m. right now.
I'm not sure when Jake's gonna run. That being said, thank you guys for watching. That is gonna close out the stream for the Fotzes. More racing coming this weekend, and then next week we'll be at Daytona, the road course.